Hello friends, you are on the channel Quotes of Great Men. Enjoy watching. There are two reasons why anybody buys anything. The real reason and the reason they give you. Tough times teach trust. No man, deep down in the privacy of his heart, has any considerable respect for himself. Hero, person in a book who does things which he can't and girl marries him for it. There is more real pleasure to be gotten out of a malicious act, where your heart is in it, than out of 30 acts of a nobler sort. In love, you pay as you leave. You cannot have a theory without principles. Principles is another name for prejudices. There is a great difference between feeding parties to wild beasts and stirring up their finer feelings in an inquisition. One is the system of degraded barbarians, the other of enlightened civilized people. The pulpit and the optimist are always talking about the human race's steady march toward ultimate perfection. As usual, they leave out the statistics. It is the pulpit's way, the optimist's way. Optimist, daydreamer in his small clothes. The ignorant are afraid to betray surprise or admiration. They think it ill manners. It may be called the master passion, the hunger for self-approval. Out of the depths of my happy heart wells a great tide of love and prayer for this priceless treasure that is confided to my lifelong keeping. You cannot see its waves as they flow toward you, darling, but in these lines you will hear the distant beating of its surf. He could charm an audience an hour on a stretch without ever getting rid of an idea. Morals consist of political morals, commercial morals, ecclesiastical morals, and morals. Do not undervalue the headache. While it is at its sharpest, it seems a bad investment, but when relief begins, the unexpired remainder is worth $4 a minute. War talk by men who have been in a war is always interesting, whereas moon talk by a poet who has not been in the moon is likely to be dull. I think a compliment ought always to precede a complaint, where one is possible, because it softens resentment and ensures for the complaint a courteous and gentle reception. I was warned to stop smoking, which I did for 2 or 3 days, but it was too lonesome, and I have resumed in a modified way 4 smokes a day instead of 40. This will have a good effect on the bank balance. Truth is neither alive nor dead, it just aggravates itself all the time. Always do what's right. That will gratify some and surprise the rest. No one can write perfect English and keep it up through a stretch of 10 chapters. It has never been done. I'm a very old man. I've had lots of problems. Most of them never happened. Only he who has seen better days and lives to see better days again knows their full value. A newspaper is not just for reporting the news as it is, but to make people mad enough to do something about it. To be busy is man's only happiness. The creator made Italy from designs by Michelangelo. I asked Tom if countries always apologized when they had done wrong, and he says yes, the little ones does. To say a compliment well is a high art and few possess it. I am the entire human race compacted together. I have found that there is no ingredient of the race which I do not possess in either a small way or a large way. You want to be very careful about lying, otherwise you are nearly sure to get caught. All scenery in California requires distance to give it its highest charm. To create man was a quaint and original idea, but to add the sheep was tautology. Not a single right is indestructible. A new might can at any time abolish it. Hence, man possesses not a single permanent right. God is might, and he is shifty, malicious, and uncertain. Whenever the human race assembles to a number exceeding 4, it cannot stand free speech. Inherited ideas are a curious thing, and interesting to observe and examine. Morals are not the important thing, nor enlightenment, nor civilization. A man can do absolutely well without them, but he can't do without something to eat. The supremest thing is the need of the body, not of the mind and spirit. Great enterprises usually promise vastly more than they perform. One day man, by the slow processes of evolution, shall develop into something really fine in height some billions of years hence, say. I don't know anything about this man. Anyhow, I only know 2 things about him. One is, he has never been in jail, and the other is, I don't know why. That is the way we are made. We don't reason, or we feel, we just feel. Thanks for watching. Check out these educational videos too.